Hello everyone, this is just a little bit of a rant for me about things. I'm outside standing up against my brick wall here, so I haven't got it on a tripod or anything, just got it on my selfie stick, so I might just prop myself up against the wall here. Now, this one, what am I talking about on this episode? I think this is just a little bit of a random musings and waffles of some of the things that I've sort of, it's not anything that will make up a full clip, so it's just a whole lot of little tidbits. And the first thing I want to talk about on this one is the whole Eisel Mazard against the vegan community thing that's going on at the moment. Now, there's a couple of people that have made a big song and dance about Eisel turning off comments on his YouTube clips and claiming that he's suppressing free speech and who knows whatever else. Well, here's a big thing, that just because you're on YouTube doesn't mean to say you have any implied rights to free speech. That's Eisel's channel, and if he doesn't want to have free speech on it, he doesn't have to. There's a number of, I'm heavily involved in blogging, and there's a number of bloggers that have gone to the point of turning off comments off the blog posts, more from the fact that they're just a hassle to manage, and the whole spam thing starts getting a bit annoying after a while. So I'm just moving this, pulling the stick down and moving the camera in a little bit closer. So if you can get past that, you see my head a bit closer now. It's his right. He's entitled to do whatever he wants with his channel. If he wants to turn comments off, he can turn comments off. If you want to make a comment about something, start your own channel and then do a whole lot of YouTube clips having comments to his videos and every other video that you can't comment on. And the thing that gets me about this is that there's bigger dramas in the world than just one person blocking off comments on YouTube. How about the number of alleged animal rights politicians who block off comments and who block people on Twitter and things like that? Myself, I think I've mentioned it before, I'm blocked by Mark Pearson on his Twitter account, on his Facebook page, all the animal liberation groups in Australia, apart from Victoria, because I really don't comment on that one. All the other ones have me blocked on their Facebook pages and on their Twitter accounts, not because I'm abusive or anything like that, but because I ask questions that they don't want answered and that they can't answer themselves. And I think that they don't want people knowing that they're not animal rights organisations, despite what they claim they are. So, this is the thing. There's more things to worry about than you not being able to comment on one person's video. And it really, honestly, if you're that worried about not being able to say something, start your own blog, start your own YouTube channel, and then comment yourself, and then say, hey, here's a question for this. And and this brings me on to the next thing as well. Sorry, it's I think, what is it, about 5 o'clock at night or 5:30 in the afternoon or something like that here. So some of the mozzies and evening insects are starting to come out now. Now I just wanted to have a bit of a talk about the blue wren and some of the stuff that he goes on about. Now, I'm not saying that he's probably indicative or exemplary of what vegans are on YouTube. My thoughts are on this whole thing about calling names for people. Whether it's not dropping names or anyone like that, because I'm not going to give giving shout outs to whatever channels and all that sort of stuff. I mean, the whole what is it, diddly riders and the whole Dr. Evil stuff that's going on. Well, that's not acceptable in veganism as a social justice movement. And for these people to say that veganism is an animal rights thing or it's a social justice thing or whatever it is, for them to continue down this path of calling other YouTubers names, it's not right for my part. And this goes on with the whole derogatory terms that we have for those who follow Harley or Leanne and all that sort of stuff. So it's not this isn't what veganism is about. Veganism isn't a social acceptance movement where the person with the most clicks gets to win. Now, it's not that. It is a social justice issue. And I feel like having a bit of a wander around here because I don't know, I might put a bit of a mural or some nice spiffy vegan sign, apart from the well, I got this. Sorry, going off on a tangent here. The garden hose thing that doesn't have a garden hose attached to it. So yeah, anyway, where was I going about with that? So this is the thing, it's not what life is about, it's not what veganism is about, and if that's what you want to do with your time and call people's names, well, that's fine. It's not what veganism is about. Don't promote yourself as being someone that's trying to influence veganism or anything like that. And actually, the other thing that I wanted to talk about too was that heading back down to the Eisel Mazard thing, is that people are sending me messages saying, well, I should ask Eisel where the money's went. Really, I don't care where the money's went. I never donated to it. Do I agree with him doing it? Well, if he thinks that's what he has to do, then that's fine. I do believe that people should be held accountable for the things that they say and the things that they do. So if this is the only way that Harley is going to be held accountable for the things that he says and the things that he does, then that's entirely up to him. But I really don't care what's happened with the money. The only people who should be complaining about or asking questions about where the money went are those who donated. Now, excuse me, this is the thing, if you haven't donated to it, keep your nose out of it. It's none of your business. And sadly to see a number of YouTubers who claim that they haven't donated money to it get upset and saying, these questions should be asked. Well, seriously, in legal circles and when you're going through processes, things take time. If you're turning around to tell me that you've haven't been told one thing by a professional and then have something turn out later on that they didn't follow through with, well, you obviously haven't lived life. We've all had lawyers and like real estate people and all that sort of crap, go on and say, this will be done by this time and this is going to happen and all this is going to follow through. When push comes to shove or that time comes, well, no, it doesn't happen. Outside of this, in the IR circle, it's heavily influenced by lawyers. There's far too many lawyers in that, which that's a completely different rant altogether. And the thing is that they like promoting themselves as, I can say this and this is going to get done. Well, no, it's not. If the commission sends me a letter, then I've got 21 days or 14 days to respond to it. It's not going to happen straight away unless you get a court injunction, and in which case I still need to go up to it, to the court injunctions, because I've got to plead my case. This is the way the legal system works. Now, nothing happens straight away. There may be some times where you can apply for immediate injunction and get something to happen straight away, but even then that might be 2 or 3 days down the track from where it happens. And the other thing is that you need to have an address for someone to serve them on papers, otherwise nothing happens. You can be hiding at Joe's Pizza Place up the road. If they don't know where you are and you haven't given them that address and they can't get to that address to serve you on documents, then nothing's going to happen, because they can't just say, this is going to happen without you being served on documents. But anyway, before anyone starts turning around and saying, you're just a hardcore Eisel supporter, well, this is the reality of things. Anyway, I'm not going to get too involved in that one, because that's going to start a whole lot of other kerfuffle that I don't want to talk about now. This is the thing, is that I've been thinking about it, and I've ranted on it about a number of times in different clips about the vegans who misrepresent themselves, and I'm only talking about the ones locally, and apart from the misnomered vegan strategist who is one of the ones that promotes himself as being something that he isn't. So there's clips coming on that. The interesting thing is that he's put something up on Facebook about what would you respond with McDonald's, and if I can find the clip, I'll include the clip. Pardon, I wipe my nose here. It's itchy, so so I'll include the clip. Hopefully I can include it while I'm talking here. he's got the clip of what would you do if a big animal producing restaurant. So he used McDonald's as an example on the scale of things. What would you do if they presented a vegan burger? Would from one side of the coin of the scale, there's what is it? Blow it up, protest, talk, something else, and promote. Yet he's missed the most important thing, which was ignore or be indifferent to it. So this is the way that for being claiming that he's an effective vegan communicator and is aware of effective vegan advocacy and activism, he's completely missing everything on that one. So this is the thing. McDonald's got a veggie burger, big deal. Hungry Jack's has got, I think the Hungry Jack's burger is suitable for vegans as well, big deal. Subway has a burger that's suitable, the Veggie Delight, I believe in Australia it is suitable for vegans, big deal. We're not going to go and shout it from the rooftops. All it does is it gives you another option to eat if it gives you something to eat if there are no other options around. There's Subways everywhere. They're almost like a Starbucks. There's one on every corner. Anyway, just my thoughts on this one. I've got a couple more clips coming up. There's a couple of rants that I want to have over the next couple of days. Going to be a bit more critical on Tobias's things. There's these... find a couple other talks to be critical on, and there's a couple by Lee Chantal that I believe that she's misrepresenting herself and giving people the wrong information when she goes out and does her talk. So I'm going to do a bit of a response to that one, and continuing my series on different organisations. So I think the next one coming up is... What is the next one coming up? I don't know. So it's a surprise to me, so I'll have to get down and cross out my list and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching this episode of Vegan Please TV, and remember, don't fear the vegan police, we're here to help. And as usual, I forgot to turn my remote on, so that's what I'm fumbling around now for. See when the light gets ready, see it stops flashing, and I can say bye.